Remember when we first met, or where and how?
I do remember it was a get-together we had before kindergarten started, and I remember seeing Grace in the playground. She was on or by the monkey bars, and from what I remember, you two kind of talked at that point. So that I think that was your first meeting, so it was before kindergarten.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember when we had our first play date?
I know it was in kindergarten, and I remember you would go to Grace's house sometimes on the weekend. So I don't remember like one particular play date, but I know I would take you there quite often, and she would come to our house too.
Yeah, do you remember our first sleepover? I remember it.
You do?
Yeah.
Was it at her?
It's at our house.
It was at her house.
Yes, we stayed up till like almost 3 a.m.
Oh yeah. And you were you watching a movie?
Enchanted.
Enchanted.
I remember it, yeah.
Yeah.
When did we start getting in trouble? When did we become the rebels?
You two were rebels in kindergarten. I remember I would sometimes get phone calls from the teacher, or at our teacher conferences, hear that you socialized a lot with Grace. You and Grace were almost inseparable, and the teacher had a watching chair, which means if you got in trouble, you had to sit in the chair, and you and Grace sometimes would both be in the watching chair, and from what I understand, you would try to scoot the chairs together so you could be together.
Yes, I remember that. I remember I had to go in the long chair, she had to go in the rocking chair, and I was crying, and she kept scooting over because she felt bad that I was by myself, and it was really nice. Okay.
I have to say I was quite concerned when you were in kindergarten.
Yeah. And then how did you put up with us? I need to ask that.
I worked with the teacher and just tried to, make sure you were doing the right thing. I mean, we would have conversations, and the teacher and I would kind of work together in how to help you, make sure you were behaving and following the rules.
Yeah.
And it just took time, and you kind of worked it out on your own. You both did, I think.
Do you remember, like when we used to play Bloody Mary?
Yes, and I remember getting so angry because it's such a kind of violent character, and the game you would play was really scary, and I would get really upset. I think I even talked to Grace's mom.
Do you remember when we thought you were her servants? And like you were guys you guys went into the forest at night and would like help her, Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
And we would like, me and Grace remember we wanted to stay up and see if you guys would leave and go into the forest.
Oh, yeah.
And like, how do you think like our friendship changed each other? Like, how do you think we changed because like when we met, like from like when before I met Grace? Like, how did I change? How did we both change?
From meeting Grace?
Yeah.
I think to have a bond like you two have, and a friendship where, I mean, you're similar in a lot of ways, and you both kind of started out kind of rebelling, but what you've turned into, both of you, is, you both have a lot of drive, you have a lot of goals, and you're really supportive of each other. So it's just added to who you are, I think, having a friendship.